what's up, everybody? WWE Hall of Famer, The Godfather here, and you're watching Grown Man Record Night. So let's everybody get aggressive and get on the Ho train.
Yeah. Wait. Are we live?
Are we live?
Is it or is it not Carl?
I think it is. Hang on, I better go check.
Wait. Before we get going, let me ask you a question. My voice got all weird. How many doors does a chicken coop have?
2?
2 doors. Because if it had 4 doors, it'd be a chicken sedan.
Oh.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Grown Man Record Night. Oh, yeah, we're doing it right tonight, baby. Hope everybody's doing well. We got Carl the Envelope joining us here in
Back once again
in the studio. 2 jokes right in a row that are money. Thank you, Shane. I appreciate you. That's why we pay you the big bucks. Memfo, Mervin Griff, Aaron Griffin's up in the piece.
Oh yeah.
Who else we got in this mug? We got Steve Bender's in here. The Thief, who's not joining us. I'm in a loss for all these.
here in spirit tonight.
Yeah, that means we still smell his butt where he was sitting before.
Oh, that was this chair.
Yeah. So Carl's joining us. Carl, it's been a couple of months since you joined us here on the program.
Been a few months, man.
Yeah, man.
It's been
good time. Now
several months.
Shane's ready with the ban hammer. He wants to ban some motherfuckers. We should have banned some people last week probably, but that's all right. in retrospect.
Sometimes you got to lace up the boots, man.
But we're trying. I mean, we're having a good time tonight. As we hope you are as well. Last time, Carl, when you were here, we maybe had a little too much fun.
Yeah, I think we took that a little overboard with the after show party.
Yeah, and speaking of Aaron Griffin in here, Aaron, we're giving some of that credit to you because we were doing the shots, and boy, Carl got up and was not in a good place.
Oh, I got up at 3:30 in the afternoon.
It was still not in a good place.
And did not eat a bite of food until 10 p.m.
There was blood all over my carpet, and I was like, Carl, have you been throwing up blood? And he was like, no, man.
My foot hurts.
I think like my foot and shit. And I like cut your foot really bad. And
yeah, right there on that parquet floor. Your gnarly ass parquet floor.
Oh, I thought it was in there. It was
no. I cut it right there on that floor.
Okay.
Because we got the pit going in here.
Wait a minute. We did what now?
We got a pit going in here. To some 5Ls.
I got some tape.
We got it on. Steve got it on tape.
Should we roll that tape?
Do we need to go to the tape? I think we can go to the tape.
Let's go to the tape.
Let's go to the tape. Yeah, there's something.
There's Carl over in the computer. That's
yeah, that didn't end well. That took me a couple days to recover from.
Yeah, you were not, and the hurricane was coming right for your house and boat. Metal Theologian, what's going on, brother?
Yeah.
Should have had that. Metal Theologian said should have had that blood check for the face of Jesus. What I was gonna do, actually, because some of Michael Cron's in here, baby, in the bathroom, there's still a little speck of Carl blood in there. I was gonna pull it up, put it in a bag, and then we could auction it off tonight.
I don't know. That might be a little creepy, dude.
Like, dude, you ain't telling me nothing. Back when the L's were playing, I like to somebody said clone him. You know, when somebody was cutting Carl's hair, they said we're going to take Carl's hair and plant it out in the yard and grow a bunch of little Carls. You remember that?
Yeah.
Mike Horney.
Mike Horney.
But we were going to, I was going to tell him to come over tonight, actually. But I shaved all my shit off. My chest hair and back hair, neck, and even, you know, downstairs.
Yeah.
And I was playing a show that night, and I was being just a jerk off, and I put like a rubber band around all my body hair, and we went to the show. Got all messed up, and played the show, and it's like our singer was like, "Hey man, who wants this ball of Mike's body hair?" And this chick comes to the front of the stage. She's like, "I want it," and I'm like, "What?" And she for real wanted, and I for real gave it to her. And then I talked to her after the show for just briefly. I figured, I was like, "Oh, I'm plowing this chick, right?"
Yeah.
And it was just kind of like we talked for a while, and it was, come to find out, Finanigans, who I'm engaged to now, that was a friend of hers back in the day.
Oh shit.
Yeah. No longer a friend for other reasons, but yeah. Anyway, that really happened.
All right.
Some girl got a ball of my body hair.
Wow.
So, you know, I figured if a girl took a ball of my body hair, we could get rid of some of your blood, because that's
Hey, maybe. I don't know. There's some weird fuckers out there.
Corona extra virus.
Yeah.
Wah.
With a shot of Lyme disease.
Yeah. Oop, I keep hitting the wrong button. Boom, boom.
Wrong knob.
So if you noticed, coming into the show tonight, we got some new graphics, a little bit of trying a little something new for the precursor to the show. The
intro,
coming
man.
soon.
The intro.
We've also got something new. The little squeeze back where we can see the chat. Boom! Look at that now.
Oh.
We can see the chat going on over here to this side, over there.
There.
And yeah, we're just trying some new stuff. I told you, content is king in 2020. That's what we're working on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm learning about making the content. I just got into it, man. I've been resisting the content forever, except for appearing on this show, of course, because love you guys,
Yeah,
love the record night. But other than that, I've had to avoid the social media presence for
that's
the time being.
that's why. Boom, content is king.
Content is king.
Man at the Lotion was talking about how happy he was that you accepted his friend request, and I was like, I'm happy that Carl knows how to work a computer.
Yeah.
So, you know, I think we're all happy here. So I wanted everybody to trickle in, and if you're still out there, trickle on in.
Yeah.
Come on.
That steady trickle.
We got a lot of room in
Diarrhea.
here. Trickle in. If it gets a little crowded, take a knee.
Hey.
Now,
Or
Carl,
take a lap.
let's do a little housekeeping stuff first, please, folks.
all
If you're not joining us, or if you're not following us on our socials, hey DJ Trish, what's going on? Good to see you.
Hey, Trish in the house. All right.
Please hit us up on our socials and give us a like on and a subscription on YouTube and a follow on Twitch, and keep up with us on the socials to know when we go live and do all this other shit. Blah blah blah. If you feel so inclined to donate to the Grown Men Record Night Top Shot Club.
Might be able to get Carl to do a shot.
Boom! There we go. Look at the Top Shot Aaron Griffin. Got Vinyl in the Van and Dead Wax down in there. I know Dead Wax was doing his own live stream earlier. I tried to click on it early, and it looked like it got popped for copyright. So, man, I hate to see that shit. Which is why we do the music on Twitch, because YouTube is a bitch with stuff like that, man.
People get offended about their copyrights.
Yeah,
But,
it's,
hey,
you know.
Didn't you get a cease and desist from Richard Simmons?
I did. We had to.
That's a pretty big. That's like getting a
Yeah.
restraining order from Leonard Nimoy or something.
We worked it out non-financially, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, you pulled the shit down and agreed not to post it again.
No, I took some granulated sugar and poured it into the tip of his wiener, and he said, forget about it.
Ah.
Sweet wiener? Jay, get out of here with that noise.
It's called a stevia tip.
Stevia tip. That's how we live in the keto world, baby. So anyway, Carl, the last time you were here, folks were really enamored with the fact that you had this master plan of selling all your shit, getting on a boat. You're gonna live on a boat, which is nuts. Everybody was like, "What the fuck?" But people were like,
Yeah.
really enthralled with the fact that you were really looking at doing this. Please give us an update and tell us how that's working out for you nowadays. I know the answer, but I figured we're doing television, so I'll play
hey, you got to build the suspense, right?
Yeah, that's what we do.
Content. The plan is happening, man. The house is under contract. We close March 31st.
For selling your house.
Selling my house.
It's nuts.
Moving on to the boat full time in about 3 weeks. Gonna be, my wife has already cut out about half of her client. She's quitting all her job by the middle of April. I'll be quitting my last job. I quit my part-time job already. Gonna be quitting my full-time job.
You quit the library.
Yes, I did.
Dude, you've been working there for
15 years.
Wow.
At the public library.
Man.
Last day was March 24th. Yeah. We'll give a shout out to any of my library people that happen to be tuning in.
Yeah. My mom's a library.
Got a couple of them.
My mom just retired from the library.
Libraries are awesome, man.
Yeah, that's where it's at.
And they're busier than ever. You'd think in the digital age that libraries would be fading and whatnot. Hell no. They're busier than ever. But yeah, house is as good as sold. Moving out right now. Putting shit in storage unit. Gonna be on the boat next month.
Next month. You gonna live in like the marina for a while,
we're about a month. Yeah, we're gonna spend about 1 month living in the marina,
getting squared away.
Doing all the systems checks.
Sure.
Getting everything situated like we like it. I'm gonna keep working for that month because once we're living there, there's pretty much no overhead. And
then where's the first trip? Like where you headed? Like
Florida.
Do you stop along the way, kind of do the thing there, or you like beelining for Florida?
Oh, hell no. No, it's going to be leisurely. Very leisurely. Like, 4 or 5 hours of travel a day, if we even travel that day.
Right.
Depending on weather or whether or not we like the town we're in and want to spend a couple days there. Going to anchor around a lot. And, only take marinas occasionally. Catch a lot of fish, oysters, clams, blue crab, all that good stuff.
Leaving the normal, what we know to be life behind.
The 9 to 5, man, I'm done.
What's Carl think about that?
That's all I got for that. It's just, yeah.
How big is the boat, Shane wants to know?
30-footer.
The 30-foot sailboat. Right?
30-foot Cape Dory sailboat, yes.
Right on.
Interior living space is about 150 square feet total.
Chasing the classic. What's up, Brad? Hope you're doing well, brother. Yeah. Good to see you, man.
Yeah.
Living on a boat, man.
Yeah, man.
It's just crazy business. You're gonna do like if you need loot along the way, do a little odd job or whatever?
Oh yeah. Me and my wife both have trades and skills that translate anywhere. I can get work anywhere I go. I mean, everybody that has a boat needs their little cabinets or their doors or some woodwork worked on, and everybody needs their boat cleaned. We can pick up cash wherever. It's not going to be that big of an issue, honestly.
That's what's up, dude.
So I'm going to try to. I have a dream to write a children's book.
I started that one time.
I'm going to try to, once we're out there on the water and not having to deal with a bunch of shit every day, may have some time to actually sit down and do some writing. Oh yeah.
My book was about cooperation. What's yours going to be about?
Sammy the Sea Buoy.
Okay.
Who makes a friend with a kid who's out there with his grandpa fishing.
Mine had a.
Sea buoys all alone. He just direct boats all day. Nobody talks to him.
I don't want to give anything away. Mine had a living, breathing, crinkle cut French fry.
Oh hell yeah!
Crunch Jackson.
Not king fry.
No. It was a crinkle cut fry with sunglasses on.
That's awesome.
Yeah, old Crunch Jackson, baby. Woo!
Oh man, we need a graphic of that. Come on.
A
All you video people out there that are good with the graphics, let's get Crunch Jackson created.
a little Crunch Jackson action
Yeah,
Jackson.
let's get a fry graphic.
All right, let's get into a little bit. I know we're dilly dallying here.
We are.
We do want to preview next. Got Carl here this week. We got another guest, a VC stalwart, showing up next week. Don't want to give it away quite yet, but it's going to be a big time show next week as well. I'm feeling a little bit like Charlie Carson with all these guests up here.
Yeah, man,
Steve's
get
wife
special
just finished
guests in.
writing a children's book. He said.
Nice.
I think it's on Amazon, isn't it, Steve? Drop a link. I'll permit it. Shane, you can let Steve drop a link. Maybe one link.
One link in the chain.
But what the hell was I saying?
You feel like Carson and Johnny.
Yeah. Another guest next week coming up from several states over. We're excited about that. So we're just taking this momentum and keeping it rocking here on the program.
Keeping it rocking.
So yeah, it's good stuff.
Wanna
Now-
get into what we played?
Not quite.
Not quite.
Got a
All
message.
right.
Got a message from our man Ragnar from Iceland.
Oh yeah.
Big Deep Purple fans here on the show. Look at this. This is a great album cover. Look at that. Deep Purple has their 21st studio album. It's going to be released June 12th of this year. It's going to be called Whoosh. WHOOSH. This kind of came about after the suspense and speculations among fan communities, these cryptic messages that they were sending out. Apparently, I knew nothing about this. Producer Bob Ezrin invited the band to Nashville to record new songs. This is according to the website. Together, they created the most versatile album in their collaboration. Stretched it out in all directions, quote unquote, without limitation. Deep Purple is putting the deep back in purple was the half-joking motto in the studio. So kind of interested, kind of the lineup they've been rocking with for a while.
Pretty interesting. I don't know.
I mean,
I dig some old Deep Purple, but
I love the old stuff.
Yeah.
Recent stuff, I don't really know. It's cool.
I don't really know it.
I love that they're still making records, man. I mean,
Yeah.
Look, I'll admittedly say I'm not a big Aerosmith guy.
No, I'm not either.
I don't like Aerosmith.
No.
I love that, the Toys in the Attic, like that kind of stuff. It's okay.
Yeah.
But the fact that they're 70 and still making records, or Rolling Stones, Kiss, still touring, still
Yeah.
playing shows, still rocking faces off.
Yeah.
Chicks are still flipping their boobs up at you. You're doing something right, dude.
Yeah,
If,
you are.
if you're going through all that,
You're
you're doing
that
something
old
right.
and you're still getting it. Yeah.
That's what I say. So, good on them, man. I'd be interested to see
Yeah.
what they come up with. Now, Jay sent me a little something. And Jay, grab a mic. You got a mic close? Is it even on? Okay.
While he's grabbing a mic, speaking of 20-some albums,
Do it.
Sepultura just released their 20th album.
Oh, yeah. Have you heard it?
Yep. I've heard a few tracks. It's not the old Sepultura with Max
Yeah.
and the Cavaleros.
I've heard
you know.
Max may be coming back.
Maybe.
That's a rumor.
Yeah, but
Okay. That's all right.
It's pretty tight.
Jay sent me
not
something
bad.
about. Are you guys familiar? There's a free documentary you can watch. Look, I'll give you this. Hang on. What the hell? I'm gonna give you a link here.
Oh hell, Mike's posting a link. Look out.
I'm gonna put it in the chat. Boom. Van Halen's Lost Weekend. It's a documentary about back in the, I don't know what year was it, 84? So there was MTV ran a contest like spend the weekend with Van Halen kind of thing.
Oh,
And literally like what you would what a guy that brought a guy and his buddy, like 20 years old kind of thing, hooked up with Van Halen in the the height of Van Halenism, when they were just drinking and drugging and fornicating, and they brought these kids in on the mix, right? I mean, took these 20-year-old kids and gave them everything they ever wanted out of life in one weekend, essentially. So it's a little 14-minute, 15-minute documentary talking about this contest, these contest winners, and these filmmakers kind of unearthed this footage and this story, and it seems really. Jay's already watched it. Is it pretty good?
Yeah, it's worth 15 minutes.
Jay says it's worth 15 minutes.
I'll give it 15 minutes.
Off topic, I love Uriah Heep. Oh yeah, baby, we love some Uriah Heep.
Uriah Heep? Yeah, all right.
There's a couple of clunkers in the Uriah Heep discography, but for the most part, man, what an underrated band. They really bring that 70s hard and heavy vibe that we love here on the show, man, for sure. Aaron says, did you have to sign a contract saying they were responsible for anyone dying or for their Van Halen?
Yeah.
They did?
Yeah.
They really
I
did?
think they had to sign something.
Wow.
I don't think it was like
Oh, you got to just
sign.
a waiver.
A waiver.
Yeah.
It's like saying, okay, look, we're going to give you cocaine.
That gets brought up in there.
First and foremost, we're going to give you cocaine. Second of all,
It's the 80s.
when you
come
die
on.
from it, not our problem. All right, not our problem. But anyway, very cool. So check out that documentary. You can find the link in the live chat there. And we talked about this a long time ago. There was this fire. Boom. At the Universal Music Group studios that reportedly, it's a 2008 fire. A lot of people said messed up a lot of like the master recordings of some big stuff. It actually came out public this week through the courts. It included works by Nirvana, oh my God, Elton John, Soundgarden, and other artists. UMG publicly admitted specific losses for the first time as part of an ongoing lawsuit. And the lawsuit includes those of Tupac Shakur and Tom Petty. Holy
Ouch.
cow. New York Times had an investigation into the fire last June. So, man, we've lost some,
Serious master
Coke,
recordings.
let's fucking go.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Hey, you notice the lawsuit, though, comes from primarily two artists that are dead, which means their estates, the people looking to make money off their shit,
What's up with
are
us?
the ones filing the
What's up with the
lawsuits.
estates, man? Like with Tom Petty and Prince. And
Yeah.
these estates are gnarly. Money grubbing, like just thirsty ass family members.
Family,
yeah. Whatever, man.
I want to make money off my famous relative.
Yeah.
Shit.
All right, some other stuff that this is some stuff that came out this week. Boom. We've been talking about this the Tone Poet series, the Blue Note reissues. Poppin' from Hank Mobley came out this week. I'm not really familiar with this release. It's got Art Farmer,
Oh, there you.
Pepper Adams, Sonny Clark, Paul Chambers, and Philly Joe Jones. It's got to be good. That's all I can tell you, baby. It's got to be good. I mean, look at
Got
that.
to be popping, man.
It's got to be popping.
Popping like corn.
Popping like corn. This one came up. Man, I wish I wanted to ask a resident MC5 guy, Dead Wax
MC5.
66, man. A live recording from 68 and 69. It came out today.
What?
Now, I'm trying to find the information about this.
MC5 recordings are hard to come by.
Yeah, this was recorded in a high school.
Repress.
First 4 songs were recorded at a Unitarian church, and the last 3 were recorded at a high school in '69.
Oh my
I mean,
God.
that's got to be cool. I mean,
They play Kick Out the Jams.
kick out the jams, motherfucker. I would imagine. So that's pretty interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, I dig some MC5.
Now, one thing I know, Metal Theologian was in the chat earlier. I hope he's still in here. One thing he's hit me to, and I mean, I knew these bands obviously before, but he was like, man, never sleep on anything from the Svart label. S-V-A-R-T. Swedish label, I think.
All right.
I think it's Swedish.
I've seen a couple things around.
But today I noticed 3 major reissues that I don't think originally were on Svart. Came out today. Boom. 2 Pentagram reissues. And the Reverend Bazaar. Are they Finnish? Swedish? Anyway.
Couldn't tell you.
Pentagram is. Are you familiar with Pentagram?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, just absolute crucial doom with what you would call, a professional drug addict. Bobby Liebling. I would call Bobby Liebling a professional drug addict.
Nothing wrong with that.
They're Finnish. That makes sense.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, Bobby Liebling is a professional drug addict. Reverend Bazaar, though, let me tell you what. This is a quote in an article I read about this. They said this is originally released in 2002. This is a new pressing of arguably the most important doom metal album of the past 2 millennia. I mean, that is impressive. That's a large.
The past 2 millennia. Yeah.
That's
Considering people have only been making records for 100 years.
You don't know
that
nothing,
does
Carl.
right.
You don't know nothing. Pretty cool, though.
Yeah.
So you can check those out on the Svart website. Let's get into one. I'm trying to bust through this stuff so we don't take. Oh, here we go. I know there's some fans. I know there's some fans. I think Metal Theologian, you're a fan. Ennio Morricone, who's known for doing those dope-ass spaghetti western soundtracks from back in the day.
Oh, shit.
There's a new album out, or a new collection, I would say, out. Music on Vinyl actually put it out. It's Ennio Morricone Themes Western. It's a double LP.
Bunch of themes and
Unique
soundtrack.
collection of the greatest scores the maestro composed for movies over the past 70 years, divided into different themes. Western is the first series that brings these reissues of these greatest soundtracks together. Each theme centers on different musical genres. But I mean, I know them for the, more importantly, for the westerns. There's a lot of other great stuff. But this has shit like Once Upon a Time in the West, Fistful of Dollars, Good, Bad, and the Ugly,
yeah.
A Pistol for Ringo, A Return to Ringo, and many more. That would be something cool to pick up. I mean,
Absolutely.
I've got some Ennio Morricone on Ennio. I'm sorry, I always want to say Ennio Morricone. I've got some of this stuff digitally, and of course I've got Good, Bad, and the Ugly soundtrack and some Fistful of Dollars soundtrack I've got, which is, man, I love that. That twangy ass guitar, baby.
Yeah.
Oh, here's our man, Wizard One
Yeah.
Music. Greetings, I'm the Carl fan and glad to see him back. I was telling Carl about you earlier today, brother.
Rock on, brother.
I didn't know how. If I knew how to get a hold of you, man, I would have. Wizard One Music.
All right, Wizard One. Thanks for the props, man. See you out there.
If I knew how to get a hold of you, dude, I would have let you know that Carl was going to be here this week. Absolutely. I thought about you. I'm like, oh, dude, Wizard One's going to flip his shit. And he's gonna be pissed if he misses it though.
Watch it on YouTube, man. Catch the replay.
That's true. But something about being live. There's just something about it. There's just something about it.
It's live, man. Fuck it. We'll do it live.
All right, hold up.
What are we doing? Where are we
Trying
at?
to think. Oh yeah,
What's next?
something that came out today, and I posted this in Discord. You guys need to get up on our Discord channel, because what I did was I said we're going to do a little first listen on this shit today. It's a record that's coming out today. I don't know shit about it. It looked interesting. I want to get in on it. And when I heard it, I was like, ooh, guys. Oh,
I gave it to listen today.
you guys are going to love this. And I was like, I'm going to actually post it to Discord first and say, tonight we're going to talk about this. So it's kind of a little preview for our Discord friends. It's a band called Black Market Brass. Undying Thirst is the name of the album. Came out today. I didn't know anything about this group at all, or this label, or anything.
I never heard of them either.
This is their second record. I got to read you the description. This is like straight off of the description of the record. Check this out. Undying Thirst is a noxious brew of diesel and bleach, a special long player of full of wasteoid rippers for the skullduggerous hoverbike gang pedaling through gauzy relics and snake oil tinctures. Hellacious guitars, nitrous-charged percussion, a brass section harsher than a paint thinner, and a special batch of short-circuited electronics and synthesizers will leave your head buzzing into the 31st century. Blasting Undying Thirst from your home speaker system is like going over a waterfall in a rusted-out old barrel. Long after the sun has boiled the walls dry.
Did cameraman write that?
Right?
He
Right?
should have.
Right? So I posted it, and Shane posted in the Discord and hit me to the
Yeah.
fact that this is on. They're from Minnesota. This is on. Hold up. Plaid Room Records out of Loveland, Ohio,
All
and
right.
posted me a link to a great little video that this actually runs out of a like a record store. So it's a record store in the front, and they run this record label out of the back,
All right.
kind of thing. And it's Loveland is like a suburb of Cincinnati, kind of
Yeah,
like a
yeah.
little like a hippie little
An
suburb.
outlier, yeah.
Yeah, people like to bike and hike and
Throw frisbees.
throw frisbees and drink craft beers. That
Right,
kind of
right.
vibe.
Grow beards.
You see what the hell I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But it's that kind of scene, man, and it's really cool spot. It seemed like, and let me tell you what, go check this out. This record is so
Yeah.
good.
That
Now,
shit jams.
it really does. It reminds me of the Budos band.
It reminds me of Dirty Dozen Brass Band.
Yeah. And here's the thing, and I'll tell you this, Bender, I know you're in here. Jonathan at Underdog had a copy today, but I was so hell-bent on a couple of other things that were up there, I'll let it be. I probably shouldn't have, but I've spent a lot on records in the last couple of weeks, and I spent even more this today. And I had to kind of let that one go because there was a couple of things that were not brand new, things that were rare that were sitting up there that I had to grab.
Oh, yeah.
So I had to choose that. That's like a record credo kind of. Coleman Records. Thank you, Shane. It's like, do you pick up the brand new thing, or do you pick up? You know, I asked Jonathan this before. Should I buy this one or should I buy that one? He's like, well, this one just came out, probably be repressed or whatever. This one, there's 500 copies ever made, so
You better grab that one.
grab that one.
Yeah.
That's kind of like yes, it's Coleman. That's it. He says he needs to get there at 11. He still had it this afternoon, man. So it's definitely worth
get
checking
it.
out. It's definitely worth checking out. All right, we're cruising along at a pretty good pace.
At a medium pace? No, we're not.
So let's get into a little bit of what we played.
Let's do that.
A good mix of stuff tonight.
yeah.
I kind of skipped out on a lot of the jazz stuff because I know Carl's more of a funk guy, and Carl had a lot of punk rock to play and stuff. So we had a lot of good
Yeah.
stuff
We
like
mixed
to,
it up a bit tonight.
to get into.
I eased up on the country tonight and just dug in and brought a bunch of my old punk albums.
And that's what I know Carl as being the punk guy. Carl was the one that introduced me to punk rock many moons ago.
Way back. College days.
The first time I heard
No effects.
No Effects, Dead Kennedys, any of that stuff. Any of that. Pennywise,
All that.
any of that stuff. But so anyway, I've been thinking about. I've been kind of in a little man. I've been on a big punk rock hardcore kick. I've kind of been thinking about some of my disco records, man. Like I'm always like, I love my funk records, but when it gets to
Yeah.
that disco point, I'm like, eh.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know what?
I don't really own disco records.
There's not really anything wrong with a couple of like nice little funky disco tracks. So and this isn't really this is more the funk side of stuff.
Yeah,
This
I don't know. I heard that more as funk than disco. And I enjoyed that album.
Instant Funk really blurs the line. This is self-titled Instant Funk. I've not played this in a little while, I don't think.
Yeah.
79, so this is probably in the disco section if you want to hold that out there a little bit.
The disco genre,
But it's good stuff, man.
Oh, yeah.
Now, this is something I was like, when we, a couple of weeks ago, Steve and myself reshelved, Wizard One saw the Sex Pistols in a place called Randy's Rodeo in San Antone. Woo! I bet that was awesome. Dude. I bet that was awesome. When Zeke the Vinyl Geek, VC Legend, don't get it mistaken, Legend, was up here. So VCLT he brought me was this Allman Brothers Band record from 2003. And I'll be honest, in the mix of like, you know, having a substance abuse problem and then reshelving records and da-da-da-da, I don't know that I've seen the record since then.
Right.
And I'm like, man, but it was badass. It was super badass.
You got to dig in your own shelves.
Yeah.
I had one of those.
And then when Steve was like, oh, I shelved all those records, and I'm like, oh, yeah? Then as I'm coming home today, I'm like, oh, I wonder if that Allman Brothers from Zeke turned up, because I'd really like to hear that again.
Yeah.
Boom! There it is. It was sitting right up there. Allman Brothers Band, Hitting the Note from 2003. This is a smoker of a record, man. Jam bandy. It tickles all the
right follicles.
All the right follicles. Yeah.
Fuck yeah, it does.
100% it does. It was a really good listen, man. I really enjoyed that record.
That was a good album.
I think I listened to it twice before it disappeared. That's happened to me a few times with a few different records.
Yeah,
where all of a sudden, notoriously with that first Eric Burden Declares War, which is a great record, right?
Eric Burden's awesome, dude.
Yeah. Well, I bought that record and it literally disappeared for 4 years. And I asked everybody I knew, did you accidentally take this home or whatever? 4 years later, Steve was like, hey, look what I found in my, and I'm like, God damn it.
You son bitch.
Yeah. But at least I found it. There you go, Carl. Now,
all right.
Bring the noise of some punk rock, Carl.
So, yeah, after that, we had to get a little loud, got into some good riddance, good 90s, early 2000s punk band, if you don't know them. They, it's more of a metal punk sound. Good harmonies, though.
Yeah.
Always enjoyed them.
Yeah, I dug that.
They broke up back in the early 2000s, but fun punk rock.
That was a good record. I'm not as familiar with them as I know some of the other stuff, but that was really good.
Good Riddance is overlooked a lot in the punk rock scene, but they got some good jams, man. And a lot of their riffs are more a metally punk rather than a more ska.
It's metally, but they're still structured and approachable. I would say like your average like Joe that just likes some like aggro music can get into that.
Oh yeah.
Where if you hear
like a little metal, it's a little punk, you know.
Where if somebody random just like punk rock and they pull out some random hardcore record from the 80s.
Or even some Dead Kennedys. I mean,
you may be turned off.
That's an acquired taste.
Yeah, you know? It really is.
DK is an acquired taste.
Some VCLT from our good buddy Metal Theologian. When he came up here. This was another thing that kind of got a little bit lost in there was Weldon Irvine, which I really don't know a lot about. Cosmic Vortex. This is from '74.
Yeah, that was cool.
This is a reissue from a couple of years ago, and it's funky as balls, is what it is.
That shit's funky.
That he just said it looked and sounded and felt like a record night record, and man,
it was, man.
100%,
dead on,
100%. We enjoyed jamming that.
Oh yeah, that was a good one.
Jay pulled this out, brand new, popped the seal on it, reissue of Iron Maiden's Peace of Mind. I don't own any Iron Maiden. I've recently discovered that I really like them.
That's the first one I own.
This is the first one you've owned.
All right.
I'm just kind of figuring out I like Iron Maiden. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, everybody. But Give me a break, will you? Hey,
everybody gets their own musical taste.
Oh, I just didn't. I'm not of that age. It just wasn't one of those. I don't know.
It was a little before. Well,
It
no,
was.
it was right in there with my time of metal. But
It was before. It was the shit we would have made fun of when we were into like
I
Anthrax.
did make fun
Me
of
too.
that.
Me too. I made fun of it like crazy.
When I was in the Slayer, I made fun of Iron Maiden.
I made fun of. I made fun of. Yeah, exactly. When I was getting into Slayer and stuff like.
Suicidal tendencies. And
I made
shit
fun of
like
Maiden.
that.
I made fun of Priest.
Oh yeah.
Shit like
yeah.
that. The stuff that I now go back and be like, whoa, dude. What?
Honestly, now looking back on it and getting back into it, I can get into Priest a lot more than I can Maiden.
I think they're both great. But Motorhead, another
Oh,
one.
I love Motorhead.
Yeah,
man.
it's like it took me a long
I
time
wish
to.
I would have gotten to see Motorhead in concert.
Yep.
man.
Lenny's a guy that I feel like we're kind of kindred spirits.
Lemmy is God.
But anyway, Jay, where'd you pick this up?
I picked this up at
Hippo Records. It's a recent reissue,
2014.
2014. Okay, right on. Carl, you pulled this one out.
We go next.
We had to
there?
drop
What
it
we
down a
got?
little
I had
bit.
to get a little reggae on
Give
it.
us a little time to catch our breath.
Yeah. Catch our breath and smoke one. Don't
Leak-
legalize it there. Peter Tosh back in the day.
Peter
That's
McIntosh.
That's a repress. You know, of course.
Good
but-
done.
Oh,
You legalize it and I'll advertise it.
Oh yeah. Don't criticize it.
What do those originals go for? Are they still are like not?
I don't know, man.
Maybe not
I
even
hadn't
originals.
seen an
but
original Peter Tosh around in forever.
they got to be beat to shit, right?
Yeah.
It's like a funk record.
Because all stoners own them.
I was gonna say, what are more beat to shit?
Funk records
funk-
or reggae
Yeah.
records? Or punk records?
I was gonna say, you know what? But punk records don't get beat up. People that have punk records seem to really, really take care of them.
That's true. Even if they're punks. and
Then they're like, oh,
living the punk life.
you got to
yeah.
fold the jacket and put the thing in the right, like put it in the
the
right.
sleeve in counter
Yeah, like
so the dust don't get
really
in it.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
Carl was inquiring if I had any Joe Jackson earlier, and
I was.
I love Joe Jackson. He's kind of an underrated artist, I would say.
Absolutely.
This is what's this called? Big World.
Big World. Yeah. Probably one of his
86.
lesser known albums.
Peter Tosh's life had a brutal ending. How'd he die?
I don't remember. Was he murdered? Or was it drug?
Hip it to us, Trish. How did he die? I don't remember.
Yeah. Murdered or drug overdose?
Or both.
No, I don't think it was both.
Big World. It may not be my favorite Joe Jackson, but Joe Jackson's such a sleeper of an artist from the 80s.
He is, and I've only begun to really appreciate Joe Jackson in the last few years, realizing like how many
He got
good
shot.
songs.
Oh,
Ah,
wow.
yeah.
Okay. That's no good.
No, that's no bueno.
We should go to our
Should go to a no bueno. clip.
our squeeze back. Boom. Just because I
Oh,
can. Carl, I said let's get a little more of that punk rock in there now. Pulled out a banger. I want to look and see when this came out.
86.
87.
Yeah.
So this is a combination of like unreleased versions and live stuff. Is that what this
Yeah.
is?
Yeah, Dead Kennedys, Give Me Convenience, Give Me Death. It's
I only own the one Dead Kennedys.
some live album, some live tracks, some re-recorded alternate versions of different stuff. Got all the classics on there, you know. Police Truck, Too Drunk to Fuck,
Yeah.
Holiday in Cambodia, California Uber Alles, all that good stuff.
I wish it would have had a live version of Forest Fire. That's my only.
Yeah, that one doesn't have Forest Fire on it.
That's my favorite track.
Yeah,
That's my favorite.
I love that track.
But
That and Winnebago Warrior.
if you guys have not seen, Vinyl Richie has a terrific Dead Kennedys video where he tells some stories and shows off his Dead Kennedy stuff. Definitely worth checking out. You guys have probably already seen it because he's a monster in the VC, but if you're a Dead Kennedys fan, Definitely check that out. And following that up was Dig of the Week from last week, which I got from the Rod and Easy sale. Shooting Guns, Flavor Country. I played side 2. I think we played side 1 after the show over on Twitch last week, so I decided to play side 2 this week. Appreciate everybody that came over with us for the Twitch stuff last week.
Yeah, that's good stuff right there.
Not a band you hear much out of,
No.
but these guys are a Canadian group. It's like a stoner rock, but like the beat is motoric, like krautrock. Dun 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 dun. Just like Noi, or a lot of that stuff. It's got that same kind of vibe, but like stoner rock riffs over top of that, and it's really fantastic. I kind of bought it on a whim. I knew I liked them, but I'd only sampled certain things. This one that was $10.
That's good stuff,
yeah,
man.
so
I hadn't heard them before tonight, and that was good jams.
Yeah, also got Acid King out of that same lot. But anyway, would not be a Carl trip without a little Korver one.
Oh no.
Steve said this is your calling card.
Gotta have some Korver. Most underrated guy out there in country western Americana.
Does he consider himself an outlaw? Is this considered outlaw country?
No.
No?
Nah, he's more Americana. Actually, Korver used to be in a punk band.
Really?
Yep, a DIY Canadian punk band.
Let's do us a little bourbon, Carl.
Back in the day.
You're already
Hold on. We got.
you're already
anybody-
slurring.
Anybody contribute? To
No. We're just gonna do one.
We're just gonna do one here. All right. Going back.
That's some good old bourbon, baby.
Ooh, that's smooth.
Smooth as a razor's ass.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that was what we played.
That was.
Carl, what did you think about that?
That'll work.
Yeah, just do one. Words.
Yeah, I don't want my feet to bleed.
No bleeding feet.
I'm not taking my shoes off.
Americana. Fuckers Canadian.
Yeah, I know. Yes, I know he's Canadian.
Fair point.
Point.
All right. Let's get into a dig of the week now. I actually went and I got a thing from Steve and a couple things I picked up today, and then Carl, you brought some stuff out of your collection, some punk rock stuff that.
I found one that it's not a new dig because with my whole current situation, I am minimizing and getting rid of shit.
Sure.
I'm not buying anything
Right.
that isn't necessary for my adventure. So I have not bought an album in over 6 months.
An album? Who?
An album.
I gotta go.
Jay?
Give me a beer.
I got a kid at home. What do you want?
What's his
Hey,
problem?
Jay,
What's
give
his
me a
problem?
beer. Hoppy. Yeah,
I got a
bottles.
Miller Lite if you want something lighter. No? Carl's just going to continue to get drunker.
Yeah.
All right, I'm out of here.
All right, then.
Get drunk, I get more brilliant. You watch Drunk History, but no, I've been dropping. I haven't
Knowledge.
been dropping albums, but I haven't been buying any.
Right, so you're not selling your collection or anything.
Oh hell no, dude! I'm keeping my collection.
Okay.
I'm selling off maybe 20 or 30 and getting rid of some 45s that I don't give a shit about.
Okay.
But thinned it down a little bit. But I haven't bought anything recently. But I was digging through the collection, getting a batch together to bring up here for tonight, and I found an album I didn't realize I had anymore,
Really?
or I didn't realize I had at all, because it got missorted and show
Yeah.
up in the wrong
No,
place,
that's-
and
that happens.
you don't see it.
Wizard wants us keep drinking. That's why I watch this.
Yeah. So yeah, I dug out.
This is why my cardiologist drives a Lamborghini. Wizard one.
Yeah. So yeah, dug this out from buried way deep in the stash. Forgot I had it. Good old Guttermouth album, Covered with Ants. Good 90s punk. When this come out? This was, this is 01. It's not 90s punk. It's, well, Guttermouth is 90s punk
Yeah,
band.
you would consider them 90s punk.
Oh, absolutely. This is one of the later albums.
As being my like punk authoritarian, do you consider yourself linked hardest to 90s punk?
Yes.
Yep, that would be.
90s and early 2000s. Mostly 90s, though.
And that's kind of what I
Yeah.
learned punk on, was 90s punk, because you're who I learned like real punk rock from.
Right.
And now I've kind of had to, like, in my older days, kind of go backwards and
Yeah.
find out the
Well,
stuff
when
from
I-
the 80s and even 70s that
When
I
I
like.
first was introduced to punk, was like Dead Kennedys. That was my first punk. I don't know if you would consider Suicidal Tendencies punk or metal. I mean,
Yeah.
there's but the Skater crew
Yeah.
listened to Suicidal.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So I mean, it's like Suicidal Tendencies, Dead Kennedys, Black Flag.
Yeah.
That was the kind of original starting point for me
Okay. Yeah.
as
All
far as punk rock goes. Dead Kennedys is probably one of the originals.
It'll
Because That,
definitely-
that one we played earlier, Given Convenience, I had that on cassette when I was like 13 or 14 years old.
Wow.
Skating the half pipe, playing that on reverse on the boombox.
I tell you what I probably
The
heard.
skate and
It's
a half
not really straight up punk, but hearing I heard Butthole Surfers on
Yeah,
I mean, they have punk rock elements.
somewhat.
I
yeah.
heard Butthole Surfers on college radio, and then the same guy, Ben Linlin,
Yeah.
had not SOD, MOD.
Yeah, there's MOD and there's SOD.
He had the MOD CD, like yeah.
Yeah.
I know that's not classic.
Billy
punk.
Malone, courageous man.
He is. Yes, he is.
A night with an armor and a bold savage
yeah.
land.
All right, do some more.
I
Do
could
some more.
keep
What
going.
what else you
All
got?
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of that,
Alright, so.
Carl's digging in
I'm
his
digging,
bag.
I'm digging.
Carl's digging in his bag.
So I may have brought this one up here before, but this is a classic.
Oh yeah.
Physical Fatness, Fat Music Volume 3.
So volume 3, what does that have on there?
Let's see, we got No Effects, Good Riddance, which we heard earlier.
Yeah.
Snuff, Strung Out, Goober Patrol, High Standard, Screeching Weasel,
Oh, yeah.
Lagwagon.
Oh, Lagwagon, I like that.
Yeah, a little Lagwagon on there. Actually, that song ain't my favorite. But we got Bracket, Swinging Utters, No Use for a Name, Dickies, Screw 32, got a little Propaganda on there, which I
Propaganda.
love.
Yeah, we love some propaganda.
Tilt, 88 Fingers Louie.
It's a punk comp, so there's like 84 songs on it.
No, there's only, what is that, about 16.
On a side, only 16? What the fuck are you talking about? Oh, no.
No,
Oh,
this is the
okay.
artist.
I
These
thought
are
that
the
was A and
songs.
B. Okay.
No.
Okay, all right.
We got Me
Fair enough.
First, and we got Snuff.
Yeah, the Fat Record stuff that's what I associate. I mean, with that 90s punk.
Yeah, 90s punk, Fat Records.
Absolutely.
That's the thing. Yeah.
I was telling you earlier, I heard this thing about, we like those Punkorama compilations.
Yeah.
And we'll get to this a little bit later and something that I picked up today, but the apparently, like, later on in their life, the Punkorama folks got more into like the nationalist, like white
Oi.
nationalist, borderline a little bit,
Yeah,
skinheadish,
skinhead bands.
yeah, which I didn't know, and I was like, holy shit, because I love those Punkoramas from back in the day.
Yeah, the early Punkoramas are really good.
Nate Bouchard, what's going on, baby? Yeah, they're like the K-Tel of punk rock. You got it. 84 songs on a side.
Yeah.
Yeah. You want this? How many more you got?
Not much, man. I ain't really. I mean, I
see-
ain't got no digs.
No. I got 3 like digs, but I know you had some stuff in there I wanted to see.
Oh yeah. My old 10-inch favorite. I had this a long time. Little ska punk. $1.09. May or may not have heard.
Whoa! Aaron Griffin with the $10 donation.
Oh!
You know what that means?
We doing a shot?
We're doing a shot.
We're doing a shot, motherfucker.
Oh boy.
And we might play some $1.09 10-inch. Who knows? You always like this because the song "Calling in Sick." He's like, "This is Mike, and I'm calling in sick."
Oh yeah, I remember that. Oh Aaron. Oh Aaron. Aaron, I will tell you this, dude. And I'll tell everybody else out there this. I scored a whole bunch of records today. I'm only going to show 3 of them.
Yeah. You had a haul today.
Some terrific stuff, and a lot of it, Aaron, is going to your ass. But you got to come up here to get it. So we're putting you together a Grown Man Record Night bonkers prize pack.
Oh shit!
But you got to.
You gotta come get it, motherfucker.
So we're going to arrange us a play date. We'll do us a play date and come up here and do it right one night. And yeah, man, I'm telling you, Banana's beard is electric on the close-up. Electric.
Boogie woogie.
You mean white? Electric
Yeah,
or
you
white?
mean white. Hey.
Like
All
white.
right. Salud.
Thank you, Aaron. We love you, baby. All right.
Where we at?
What else you got?
That's pretty much it.
What's that DRI?
Oh yeah. Forgot about that.
Yeah, dude, do it, man. We'll set it up, Aaron, for real. We'll smoke us a bud or something. And come be on the show. We'll make a big deal out of it. We got you some stuff put aside. I'm telling you, I've got you like a stack. I'm giving some to the kid. You know, stuff that I think she'll like, but stuff that I'm like, nah, she don't. You know, for instance, I got a Kiss record. I'm like, she ain't gonna like a Kiss record. Aaron will dig a Kiss record. Maybe if you don't listen to it all the time, you'll put it in your stack. Anyway, I bought a bunch. Anyway.
So, other shot I brought.
Tell
Dug
me
out on
about
the
it.
collection. Get some old DRI.
Baby.
Crossover.
That is such a great. How long have you had this?
This is a reissue, man.
Yeah, but I
I just picked this up a
I
couple
don't think
years
you've
ago.
ever brought this up here, though.
I haven't.
Dude.
I picked it up a couple years ago. But yeah, it's actually my favorite DRI album is Thrash Zone.
Yeah.
And I can't find it on vinyl, dude. I really can't. I've been looking and looking and looking.
So last week, for Dig of the Week, and I talked about it in Discord, Rod and Easy Records had this terrific sale where all these LPs were $10. And so me, Jay, and Steve threw in on getting some records, and that really helps with shipping, because the one thing was like, oh, we're having this big sale. But then once you order,
And you got to pay $10, $20 shipping.
and then it ends up being, oh my God. Yeah, anyway, so it ended up working out because we all 3 got stuff, and Steve got a couple records, I got a couple records, Jay got 1 record. So Steve threw me like part of the money or whatever, and I didn't really realize it. And the next morning, but like last Saturday, so we're talking like right after record night. Hold on, let me go to my new graphic. I just want to give it out. So imagine this, folks. It's Saturday morning. We were up to like, God. Steve Bender was in here with us almost the whole time, like back over on Twitch.
Shit.
You got to think it was 4:30, every bit of 4:30 in the morning, and I just so happened to wake up at like 10 something.
Like 5 hours sleep, still zombied.
Oh yeah, hey, what's up, James Ferraro? Had to step out for a minute, check out that Allman Brothers LP, Hitting the Note, version of Rockin' the Horse. Dude, I'm telling you, Zeke really came through on that one. It was something like the corners like messed up on his, and he was like, hey, he ordered it, and he was like, hey, my copy's messed up, and they were like, oh, we'll send you another one, but you can keep the other one. So he gave me the first one, which is fine. I mean,
It's like one little fucked up corner.
Yeah, it's like the
barely
the cover.
crimped.
It's the cover, you know. But anyway, so Steve texts me at like 10 something in the morning, and it's like, hey, would you want this? And I just so happened to like reach over and like, you know, and I'm like, oh shit, yeah, dude, yeah. I was like, if you're still there, I'll totally give you money for it. And he's like, no, I owe you $4 for the rest of the record. And I'm like, that's right. And it's like, it was the perfect amount of money.
Perfect.
The second question is like, how the hell are you up already? And Steve was in there trading all those damn comics in to get
He's up there at the
trade.
shop, and you're like, how the fuck are you awake?
He's been trading in comics to get trade credit to get records. But anyway,
Oh shit.
the soundtrack to Electric Dreams. Now,
Oh.
I want to see some hype in the chat right now. If you know or have ever seen the movie Electric Dreams from 1984, I believe it is. Such an underrated, awesome movie. This guy buys a computer to help with his organization of his house, and he hooks it up to where it controls the lights and the stereo. And
So it's Alexa.
like Alexa.
Oh.
Alexa, what's Carl's problem?
Here's something I found on the web. According to Sidereal.com, in this very special episode of Awesome News Patrol Squad 1, Carl's drinking problem comes to an open head.
Hey. Alexa, set alarm for 3 a.m. with
No.
horror movie sounds.
For 3 a.m.
Great. But anyway, the guy buys a computer like in the 80s and has it automate his house kind of thing. But then the computer kind of has this personality and it has this voice. And he mistypes his name. His name is Miles, but he types in moles. And the computer goes, moles, 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 moles. Yeah. But this soundtrack, it's got the title track called Together in Electric Dreams with Giorgio Moroder. With Philip Oakley.
Any of
Is it Moore? Giorgio Moore? But it's got 1, 2, 3, several tracks from Jeff Lynne on it. Culture Club's on it. Helen Terry, who I don't know who the hell it is. Lots of Jeff Lynne. So interesting. But dude, it's Mervyn Griff, baby.
Marvin Griff?
Bud Cort plays the voice of the computer. You're exactly right. You're exactly right, dude.
What?
Yeah. His name is Edgar. This movie is absolutely
That's awesome.
terrific, man. You can find this on YouTube. So give it a Google and check this out. And I'll tell you what, me and my mom loved this movie so much when I was a kid that several years ago, this is not a movie you can find it just started popping up on YouTube and shit. I'm sure it may get taken down from time to time, but it's out of print, out of circulation, whatever. So I bought my mom an out of print VHS copy for Christmas several years ago.
Oh, yeah.
That was $30 for a VHS. But I just wanted my mom to have the movie because it was so we enjoyed it so
Right.
much growing up.
Speaking of VHS,
Carl's talking.
that sound a copy.
Yep.
It's hard to get. that I really want another copy of.
Yeah.
Gift. Perry Farrell.
Perry Farrell. Yeah, that was great.
Perry Farrell and Casey Nicolai.
You
That
know-
is so fucking hard to come by.
You know, the 5L's producer is plays on the Perry Farrell solo stuff and engineered those.
Really?
Yeah, Thomas Johnson.
Oh, shit.
Oh, TJ, as we
Did
call
not
him.
know that.
As we call him.
Alright.
He plays on the Porno for Pyro stuff too.
Oh.
Yeah, plays and engineers. Anyway, I don't want to low key brag. Yeah, Steve says Mordor scored a shit ton of movies. I'm not familiar with him.
Nah.
Michael familiar.
Michael Fameller.
Okay, something else I picked up at Underdog today. In addition to all these. Whoa! You're knocking stuff over. Oh,
I
almost
went to the beef jerky outlet today.
You went to the beef jerky outlet?
Nah, not
Oh.
today. I went last week.
No, not today. Picked this up. It was a black metal record from Nuclear War Now Records. Out of Belgium? A Belgian black metal record. It was $5, and it's called Perverted Ceremony. Yeah, I'm probably going to pick that up. Came out in 2017, but not only is this, I mean, look at this. It's got like 2 bags in it, which is weird. Like 2 sleeves.
Double bagger, yeah.
But inside, oh, not that, there's a poster. So I've not checked this out. I wanted to on purpose wait, because I figured if it's a black metal record and it comes with a poster,
It's gonna be badass.
it's going to be badass.
Let's hope so.
Oh,
Yeah,
yep, I'm not disappointed.
that's pretty badass.
I'm not disappointed. This is like brand new too. Look here.
Not disappointed.
Perverted Ceremony. Look at this. I like a good black metal record.
Yeah, good poster to go with it.
A good poster to go with it. Upside down cross, some pentagrams. Oh yeah, they're out of Belgium.
Classic.
And this is this actually fetches a little bit of money. And this was a $5. He marks it as VG minus. I don't know about that.
Yeah.
I don't know what's VG minus about it.
Let's see it vinyl.
It looks fine. I wonder if it's. I think it's just black, but. Carl's examining. What's Carl think about that vinyl?
VG Plus.
You think it's VG plus?
Yep.
He's got it at VG, not even VG minus.
Nah. Well, you
No.
got that one spot right there. There's that one spot on the one side. It might be a negative.
Carl's exclaiming.
That's the only thing that takes it from VG Plus. But yeah,
Okay.
I say that's VG.
It looked pretty square. For $5, I'm going to take a chance on a random black metal album
Yeah.
all day long because I just think that shit's kind of cool. Even if I
The
don't listen,
vinyl looks solid, man.
even if
It
I don't,
really does.
I go through phases where I listen to black metal and then other times where I don't listen to it at
I
all.
don't like some much black metal.
But I think collecting for it is kind of cool because like pentagrams and burning churches and shit. You know.
Oh yeah, it's always fun. That's why I follow Gary Holt on Instagram.
That's just a good aesthetic for me. I don't know. We just lost subscribers.
Kill the Kardashians.
All of our Christian subscribers just dropped. See, it's got like a bag inside of a bag. I don't understand what's going on here. But I'll figure that out on Saturday when I'm less intoxicated and more in tune with
The
What-
vinyl.
what life has to offer. Carl, you
All
have
right.
anything else to show?
No.
I've got a big thing to show here tonight. It's here in the South we call it a
Yeah.
pecker.
Peckerwood.
This popped up and I did a little research on it now. It's this album called 77KK.
Oh yeah, that's some cool shit.
It looks like this, right? And I was like, that looks weird. And so I did a little research on it. This is a French pressing of a French album. Distribution by New Rose, it says. Came out in '85. So the A side of this is all like French punk, hardcore, and oi bands. And the B side is all American punk, hardcore stuff. So the French side, never heard of, Snicks, Trot Skids, Tobelax, Toads, Nevros, Al Caput, Warrior Kids, whatever. Now apparently, in doing some research on this, a lot of these French bands, and even this label, and the guys that started this label and the bands they used to play in, have kind of teeter-tottered on that line between like French nationalist, patriotic, skinhead kind of bands.
Oi music.
Oi music, the legit early oi music, where it was like,
Yeah.
if you're in an oi band, you're in a skinhead band.
Yeah.
They were a little bit, some of them were a little suspect. I didn't realize that until after I bought it, to be fair. On the B side,
Look,
though.
it's an old school
Oh, yeah.
international compilation worth
not-
owning.
I'm not saying I wouldn't have bought it. I'm just
Oh,
saying I
no.
didn't. The B side's got some of you guys may know these bands. 76% Uncertain, DOA, Red Tide, White Cross out of Richmond, Mission Impossible, Youth Brigade. Familiar with those guys?
Yep.
Ghost Walks. I don't know Ghost Walks, but this is a legit early pressing, or the only pressing, like '85 on whatever label this is. I've not really looked at the record at all. This goes for, he had this marked at $15 at VG minus, and you cannot find
Only VG.
you cannot find a copy of this for less than $50, and I cannot find where it's went for less than $30 ever, in any condition, on Discogs at least. So stoked to pick this up. I was just complaining about how much I've really been into punk and hardcore lately, and can't find like legit old shit, to put in my collection and be proud of. And that's something that even like
to be proud of.
that's something like even like punk collectors are like,
Oh, yeah.
I've never seen that.
Yeah.
So it was a day removed from when he
Shit,
went out on the
I've
shelf.
never seen that, dude.
It was
And I'm deep into the punk.
Oh, yeah.
And I've never seen that.
that was a day removed from when it being on the shelf. So I completely thought it was going to be gone by the time I got up there, and it was still left. So very cool, very cool. All right, I think that was boom.
Yeah,
That was Dig of the Week.
we did it.
We did it. Let's take us a quick break. We're going to come back with a soda speaking chip chat. Carl brought us a little soda pop from the store up the street.
Yeah,
we got
nothing special.
And we got a really unique chip, quote unquote chip, to do tonight for a chip chat. So you guys want to stay tuned for some more Grown Man Record Night goodies coming up right after this break. So seriously, don't move, or don't make me get ill about it. Don't make me get ill about it.
Shira and I want to talk to you about something that's very personal. Your body.
Remember, it's your body and no one should touch you in a way that you feel is wrong.
I'll get anybody who tries it.
It's not that easy, Orko. It's hard for a young person to admit that he or she has been touched in a bad way.
If you've been touched that way, don't be ashamed. Tell someone you trust, like your parents, your doctor, your teacher, or counselor, or your minister or rabbi.
Right, Orko?
Right on.
Magazines, you've read it in the newspapers. In fact, perhaps you've even seen the owner's picture. Ralph Williams, the owner of Bayshore Chrysler Plymouth, 345 El Camino Real in the city of San Bruno. You notice the big bald-headed son of a bitch? The man that came to San Francisco to offer them more for the dollar they spend. The man that came to San Francisco to rape each and every citizen in the whole San Francisco Bay Area. You don't believe it? Listen to me. I don't lie. Take a fucking car like this. A 1966 Ford, a Country Squire 9-passenger station wagon. Don't worry about the equipment. Imagine all the fun you can have in the back. And while you're doing it, imagine all the money that bald-headed prick Ralph Williams is going to be making on the car he's trying to fuck you out of. Yes, the man that'll take every dime out of the San Francisco Bay Area and spend it on prostitutes, booze, and, of course, crap tables in the city of Las Vegas. I'm sure you've heard about it. So remember this. If you'd like to get fucked and hooked real hard before you buy a car, come down here. Let Ralph Williams do it. Why not? Why not somebody else? Remember, our address is 345 El Camino Real in the city of San Bruno. But if you come from Marin County, East Bay Area, or San Jose, your money spends just as well as anybody else's. And when this bald-headed son of a bitch gets hold of you, you will spend money. Talking about payments, 5 years payments of $100 a month.
How do you know if you're watching Out of Control, the Nickelodeon TV show? It's easy when you remember this helpful guide. An out-of-control car goes... An out-of-control skier goes... But an out-of-control TV show goes... Once again, out-of-control car... Out-of-control skier... Out-of-control show... Out of control. It goes like... Sundays on Nickelodeon.
Happy day.
Happy day to you. But who are you?
I'm Mr. Pringle, and I have a big surprise for you.
What is it?
That's for you to discover.
Oh, my goodness. Potato chips. I can't believe it.
It's true, though. Pringle's newfangled potato chips. How do you like them?
I've never seen so many perfect-looking chips. Beautiful. They even stack together. Mmm. And they taste as good as they look. How do you do it, Mr. Pringle?
We make our Pringles the newfangled way to stay fresh and unbroken. Fresh and unbroken in a crush-proof canister. That's sealed airtight for freshness. Reseals to stay fresh.
With this plastic lid.
And they're all stacked up to give you as many chips
as in this bag. And they taste so fresh and good. Thank you, Mr. Pringle.
Thank you for liking them.
You guys caught Carl back miking up.
Miking up.
I'm covering this dork with this graphic. All right, thanks for everybody for staying with us here late in the evening, Friday night. Woo! Pivot point, baby.
Pivot point.
Let's get that weekend fucking going. I don't want to see nothing but just domination this weekend. Whatever you got.
Kill it.
You turning over soil in your backyard. You just fisting your wife. You collecting baseball cards. I don't give a fuck. Whatever it is you're doing this weekend, I want to see you doing it with absolute precision and domination, and that's what I'm counting on. And
do it with gusto.
I don't even have to doubt you're going to do it, baby. I know you're going to do it. I know you're going to do it. Let's go. So for so to speak, oops, that's the wrong graphic. Boom.
Yes.
I told Carl, I was like, I didn't really have anything. I'll be honest with you. I didn't really have anything. And
yeah, we kind of last minute, so to speak, tonight. Hit the convenience store.
Yeah.
On the way into town. Mike hit me up on a text. Said,
what's up, Don Crom?
Yo, man, we need something.
We need something.
So I dug around the convenience store cooler and came up with something I ain't never seen before.
Okay. Let's see
Don't know what it is.
Let's see what we got here, Carl. Oops, sorry.
A Mountain Dew ripoff.
Twisted Punch green berry. Excuse me.
We got a green berry Twisted Punch.
Now, to be fair,
I have no idea what that means.
I don't think it has carbonated water in it. So it's more of a fruit juice, but that's okay.
I think it may be.
That's okay. That's okay. We do things.
It's the only shit I saw in the store that wasn't
that was unique, and I understand.
Yeah.
A green berry, which is natural strawberry kiwi flavored drink with other natural flavors.
All right.
Twisted Punch.
So I'm trying kiwi.
Trying to see where the Ventures Food and Beverage. Trying to get what company this was out of. Boy, it's got a lot of carbs. Holy Lord.
Oh, it's Ventures.
Yeah. I can tell you this would go good with a vodka, with a little pop off.
Probably would.
Now I'm going to proper Carl it here. So here's what we're dealing with. Twisted Punch. Green Berry.
How you feeling about that?
It's good. It's really freaking sweet.
Nah. Very sugary.
Very sugary.
Hang on, I'm gonna Carl it.
Let's Carl it. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up.
Yeah, that's sugary.
Yeah.
God damn. Yeah. That's a very sugary, lightly flavored beverage.
Lightly flavored though?
No, it's pretty heavy on the lime, but
I get the
it's
flavor.
all artificial though.
It's very artificial.
It's very artificial.
Imagine if you have a Chili Willy and you let it just melt all the way.
Yeah.
And then you just
drink it out
drink
of
the
the
juice.
fucking sleeve.
Yeah, that's kind of what it tastes like.
Yep. That's what I'm tasting.
But that being said, if you made
ain't bad.
No, it's not bad at all. It's just really too much.
Yeah.
But if you kept one of these around, make you a little vodka soda, right? Club soda. Little wedge of lime, and then at the end go
Just splash that.
Gadoosh. Do one of those guys, and
Yeah.
just a little douche.
Little splash.
That'd be kind of good.
Yeah.
Almost like you do like grenadine or something like that.
Right,
You know what I mean?
right,
Just a little yoink. If you yoinked this into a mixed drink, it would be
It'll
absolutely
be alright.
proper.
Yeah.
Drinking this for thirst and like
Straight
overall,
up, like just drinking it.
maybe not the play. That may not be the play.
Nah, it's definitely not the play.
Man, got a unique quote-unquote chip to do tonight that I've been sitting on for a while. I've actually tried this because Steve brought it up to my office at work, and I went out and immediately bought a bag for us to do on the program.
All right. We're gonna have a little discussion about pork rinds versus chips.
Now, if you're young to the program here, you may not know. Like we review potato chips, right? And early
various forms.
Early on in the game, I described the pork rind as the hot cousin to the potato chip.
Yeah, I could see that.
And I said, I don't know if you've ever been to your family reunion. And there's always that one cousin.
Yeah, I know.
You know who you are, Facebook friend.
Facebook friend. You know who you are.
Don't fall asleep first at the beach. Or that's your ass. Literally and figuratively. But yeah, I think the pork rind is the hot cousin to the potato chip. And early on, people were like, you guys said you're going to do potato chips, and that's not a potato chip. You can't be doing potato chips. I was like, you.
Motherfucker, that's a pork rind.
I think a pork rind is a good, and living the low carb lifestyle for over a year now, I rely on pork rinds 98%.
Substitute.
The only time I don't fuck with pork rinds is when I'm doing this show normally. That's the only time I eat chips. I'm starting to relax a little bit, but yeah.
Let's get us some pork rinds.
So this is not just a normal pork rind. This is a Korean kimchi barbecue pork rind. Boom, look at this. That's nuts. Korean kimchi barbecue flavored. Small batch, mind you.
That's all right.
Just like the bourbon. This bourbon's
small batch.
Small batch. If you look right there, it says small batch. That also says small batch. So we got, that's either a moon or a goocher. I don't know what that is. So look, you like kimchi? Do you?
Yeah.
You do like kimchi?
Yeah, man. And I love pork rinds.
Yeah, me too. A lot of people are real fucking weird with kimchi.
Let's get into that.
It smells like a butthole, but you know it's kimchi. So what are you gonna do?
It does smell like a butthole.
Oh, you've had that there?
Actually, it smells like the fish market. That smells like a fresh fish market.
Carl's exclaiming. Aaron's had these. Yeah.
Yep.
Different as hell.
Uh-huh.
Pork rind city. Different as hell.
I like it.
Just enough spice, just enough difference to make these interesting and make you want to keep going back for more.
Yep. I like it.
Unlike anything else I've ever had.
I mean, a full-on thumbs up on the show.
Good, bad, otherwise, 100% different than anything else I've ever had.
Yep.
Which after we have reviewed 600 plus bags of chips.
That's rare.
Saying that these are unlike anything we've ever had. That is a major, major mark in the pro column, my friend.
It is.
Because there's very few things we can say that about.
That is true.
The spice, the flavor, even the texture for a pork rind is different than anything we've ever done.
Yeah, texture's different.
No. You gonna throw up, Carl?
Oh, hell no.
Carl's throwing up already.
Yeah.
I wanted to see, this is the brand. The brand is not very prominent. Do you see a brand in here? I'll let Carl handle it.
I'll handle it. Southern recipe. Rudolph Foods Company.
Rudolph Foods.
Lima, Ohio.
Ohio. OH. Ohio.
OH.
Very cool. These have popped up at our local Oh, they got some spice to them.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
They got some back end to them.
That's some of the most back end I've ever had. Literally like 3 to 4 minutes.
A delayed back end.
Super delayed.
Yeah.
3 to 4 minutes.
Yeah, I got that. Yeah.
Wow, man.
All right.
That's a great chip. I love that.
Ain't bad.
I got a dip in there that's getting ready to expire. We can dig those into right now. It's a Texas Pete chicken enchilada dip that expires in a few days. Let's get it going. Thanks. Thanks everybody for joining us on Grown Man Record Night. Thanks for Carl for coming up.
Woo!
Be sure to switch over to our Twitch channel. We're going to keep playing some records.
Throw a few more? No.
A few more records coming up your way, for sure.
Yeah.
We got another guest coming next week, so don't sleep on that shit. Keep up with us on the socials. Boom, there we go.
Keep it happening, man.
Man, do us a favor. Hit a like button on the YouTube thing. Hit a subscribe. Go over to Twitch. Hit a follow. It don't cost no money, folks. And
give some love.
It means the world to us. It really does. It really does mean the world so much that I'll give you the Batman stinger.
I'll give you $1.
Give you the Batman stinger back. Here we go. See there?
Oh yeah.
That's how much I care about you.
Oh yeah.
Thank you, Merv. I appreciate you, baby. So we're gonna go back over there and play some stuff and play some records and hang out. And how long are you in town for, Carl?
Just till tomorrow.
Just till you got to leave tomorrow?
Yeah.
Well, that sucks, dude. I was gonna smoke a buffalo. I don't know. I'm making stuff up.
Dude, we could dig a pit and smoke a buffalo.
Yes.
I'm going to shoot one tomorrow.
I'll shoot anything.
Yeah, they're everywhere around here. We'll just go out and drop one.
Hey, thanks everybody. Wizard One, Bender, Aaron Griffin for the dono, Don Crom, Steve's in here, Marvin Griff. Appreciate all these Metal Theologian, all you people hanging out with us for this the long time. I know it's late and shit, man. We all
late nighting.
We all late nighting and stuff, but we just had to hear what the hell Carl thought about it. So we'll see you next time on Grown Man Record Night, and switch on over and we'll listen to some more music. Don't fuck around now. Go on over there. Follow. Go over there.
Hey, you fuck around too much.